Hello and welcome to today's math lesson. So first of all guys, can we all turn to wave and say a big hello to our friends on camera? Hello. And we'll begin by doing our meditation sequence. So I will sit down, take 2 fingers, find our heart center, left hand on our laps and close our eyes. And when you're ready, guys, you can open your eyes and come back to the room. Excellent. And next we'll do our stretch sequence. So let's stand up and push in our chairs. We can begin by doing some rotations. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Excellent, guys. And now we can do 5 stretches to our right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. And then we can do 5 stretches to our left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent, guys. And now have a shake on the leg, shake it out. Now we can take our right hands and find our left foot. Left hand, right foot. Right hand, left foot. Left hand, right foot. Right hand, left foot. Left hand, right foot. And then let's shake it out again, guys. Shake it up. Shake it down. Shake it forwards. Shake it backwards. Shake it left. Shake it right. And to finish, we will do 5 claps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent, guys. Have a seat. So welcome to today's math lesson. But who can remember, guys, what did we begin learning how to measure in the previous math lesson? Perimeter, correct. Now remember, the perimeter is the total distance all of the way around a 2D shape. And what shape did we learn how to measure the perimeter of in the previous lesson? Rectangles. So let's write that phrase on the board again. Perimeter, P-E-R-I-M-E-T-E-R, of rectangles. R-E-C-T-A-N-G-L-E-S. So all together, guys, perimeter of rectangles. And remember, when we want to work out the perimeter of rectangles, there's a simple formula that we can follow to get the right answer every time. Remember, the formula is length, and then what do? Plus width. Length plus width will give us the distance of two sides. But there's four sides. So what do we need to do with the number? We need to times it by 2. So the formula for working out the perimeter of rectangles, length plus width times 2. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to invite some students to come forward to the front of class. I will draw a rectangle on the board, give them a length and a width, and then using the formula that we have, they can work out the total perimeter of each of the rectangles. So let's see who can go first today. Lakgao. Lakgao can go first today. So Lakgao, come and join me at the front of class. Now the first thing we need to work out the perimeter of a rectangle is a rectangle. So let's see. Have a rectangle like this. Okay, so we'll say the length of the rectangle is 14 centimeters and the width 5 centimeters. So Lakgao, can you now demonstrate how to work out the perimeter using the formula length plus width? 14 centimeters plus 5 centimeters. What's 14 plus 5, guys? Equals 19 centimeters, correct. But we're not finished yet. What do we need to do with 19 centimeters? Times it by 2. And then that will give us the total of all four sides. So 19 times 2. What do we think, guys? 19 times 2. 30. Perfect. 19 times 2 equals 38 centimeters. And now we have our total perimeter of the rectangle. So Lakgao, can you write the answer inside the rectangle, please? 38 centimeters. Perfect. And if you don't believe me, we've got 14 plus 5 equals 19. 19 plus 14 would be 33 centimeters. Add another 5. 38 centimeters. So that's how we work out the perimeter of each rectangle. Lakgao, that was brilliant. High five and a big round of applause for Lakgao, please, guys. So let's do a couple more examples so that our students can demonstrate their understanding. And next, we will invite Chu to come and join me at the front of class. So let's see, this time our rectangle. This time, length, how many centimeters, guys? For the length? 12. Okay, 12 centimeters. And how about the width? 7 centimeters. Okay, so Chu, using the formula, has to work out the perimeter of this rectangle. So what do we need to do first, guys? 12 plus 7. 12 plus 7 centimetres. So Stu, can you work out 12 centimetres plus 7 centimetres? 12 and then plus 12 centimetres plus 7 centimetres. So 12 plus 7 centimetres. What's 12 plus 7, guys? 19. And then we write the answer here. So 12 plus 7, 19 centimetres. 1 and 9. Can you write the answer, please, Stu? 19. 1 and 9. Okay, so now we've got the answer to the length plus the width. But what do we need to do next, guys? Times it by 2. So 19 times by 2. 38 again. So you can work out to 19 times 2. Same as this one. 19 times 2 equals 38 centimetres. Perfect. Well done, Stu. And then you can write your answer inside the rectangle again. So 38 centimetres. So the answer, guys, we've got 38 centimetres. Now notice how the perimeter of both rectangles is the same, even though the lengths and widths are different. Stu, that was brilliant. High five and a big round of applause for Stu, please, guys. Now let's do one more together before we move on to the next section. And I will invite Bangpon to come and join me at the front of class. And this rectangle width 8 centimetres. So what's the first calculation we have to make? 16 plus 8 is correct. Equals 24. 24 what? Centimetres. So 24 times 2. What do we think, guys? 24 times 2. Brilliant, Bangpon, well done. And don't forget, our unit of measurement is centimetres. So you can write your answer in large inside the rectangle. 48 centimetres. Bangpon, that's brilliant. You see, by using the same formula every time, we can work out the perimeter of each rectangle. And that was brilliant. High five. Big round of applause for Bangpon, please, guys. So that was a recap of the previous lesson when we looked at the perimeter of rectangles. We're going to explore how to work out the perimeter of another shape, another special type of rectangle, the shape that's our squares. We're going to look at a different formula that we can use to work out the perimeter of squares. So what we've got now is a PowerPoint presentation for our students to observe, listen to, and also practice speaking. So let's turn to look at the TV screen, please, guys. So let's take a look at our PowerPoint presentation today, Perimeter of Rectangles, Lesson 2. And today we're going to look at working out the perimeter of squares. A rectangle is a shape with 4 sides and opposite sides of equal length. So we've learned about the rectangles already and how to work out their perimeter. Length plus width times by 2. A square is a special type of rectangle with 4 sides of equal length. Yes, that's what separates a rectangle from a square. The square has sides all of the same length. And similar to a rectangle, 4 points or 4 right angles. The perimeter of a square is the distance around the outside of it. Yes. So how many sides does a square have? So what we need to do, because they're all the same length, is take the length of one of the squares and times it by 4. And then we get the perimeter. Because with a square, all the sides are the same. So we have the calculation, perimeter equals 4 sides. You see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sides gives us the perimeter. We find the perimeter by measuring the sides and adding them up. Now we can do it the standard way. 7 foot plus 7 foot. 7 plus 7 equals 14. So we've got 14, and all we need to do, times it by 2. 14 times 2 equals 28. 28 what? 28 foot. Always be careful to check the unit you're working with. 28 foot. Now that's the way we can do it, like we learned last time. Or all you need to do is take one side, because all the sides are the same length. 7 times 4 equals 28. It's the same, because all the sides are the same. There's 4 sides, so take one of the sides and times it by 4. And you'll be able to get the perimeter of a square. Or do it the same way as a rectangle. Length times width, length plus width, 7 plus 7 times 2. It's up to you. There's 2 ways. Therefore, the perimeter of this square is 28 foot. Let's do one more together. What is the perimeter of this square? So we can go 5 centimeters plus 5 centimeters. Yes, 5 plus 5 equals, so what do we need to do now? 10 times 2 equals 20. So there we go again. We've got the perimeter of the square, 20 centimeters. Or, if you want to, just take one side, 5 centimeters, 5 times 4 equals 20. You get the same answer. So you can do it the way you do with a rectangle, length plus width times 2, or length times 4, because all the sides of the square are the same length. So 4 times the length will be the perimeter. Therefore, the perimeter of this square is 20 centimeters. Any questions, guys? That was brilliant. Very well done. Welcome back to class. We hope your students enjoyed the PowerPoint presentation so that they can understand the difference in working out the perimeter of squares to that of working out the perimeter of rectangles. The sides of each square will all be the same. So we can either do length plus width times 2 or length times 4. We'll get the same answer. So it's up to you guys to decide. And coming up, we've got a board exercise for our students to practice further. But for now, guys, time for our stretch sequence. So let's stand up and push in our chairs. And this time, we'll have a game of Teacher Says. If Teacher Says, we can do. If the teacher doesn't say, don't do. Okay? So listen carefully. Touch your knees. Teacher says, hands in the air. Hands down. Teacher says, hands down. Teacher says, turn around. Teacher says, back the other way. And back the other way. Excellent, guys. Jogging on the spot. Teacher says, jogging on the spot. Teacher says, arms in the air. Teacher says, side to side. Forwards and backwards. Teacher says, forwards and backwards. Listen carefully. And stop. Teacher says, stop. Teacher says, stand on one leg. Teacher says, touch your nose. Teacher says, hands on head. Teacher says, swap hands. Teacher says, swap hands. Swap legs. Teacher says, swap legs. Teacher says, stand straight, arms by your sides. Teacher says. Teacher says, down into a ball. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Teacher says, jump. Excellent, guys. And teacher says, please sit down. And teacher says, it's now time for our boards exercise, where we're going to be working out the perimeter of rectangles, but the special type of rectangles known as squares. So remember, guys, from the PowerPoint presentation, there's 2 ways to work out the perimeter. Length plus width times how many? 2. Or, because the sides of a square are all the same, we can just go length times 4. 2 ways. It's up to you. We can do the old-fashioned way, like we do with rectangles, or if you're feeling super confident, just take the length and times it by 4. What we're going to do now is an exercise where I'll draw a square on the board, give it a length, only one side, remember, because all the sides are the same, and then have our students work out the answer. So the first student to come forward and join us now will be down. Down, come and join me at the front of class. Okay, so you can draw, I'll draw a square on the board. It doesn't have to be exact. I'm not using a ruler or a straight edge this time. But let's see, a square will look something like this. Near enough a square. How many centimeters for the sides of my square? 4. 4, okay, we'll start with 4. 4 centimeters. So that means that the length and width are the same. Down, can you now use one of the formulas, either 1 or 2, to work out the perimeter of our squares? So you can either go 4 plus 4 equals 8. 4 centimeters plus 4 centimeters equals 8 centimeters. Excellent, down. And then what do we need to do? Times it by 2. So 8 centimeters times 2 equals 16. 16 centimeters. Perfect. Dan's worked out the perimeter of our square. So can you write the answer inside the square, please, Dan? 16 centimeters. That's brilliant. And what I'll do, I'll demonstrate the second way. All we could have done, we've got 4 centimeters times 4. What's 4 times 4? 16 centimeters. You'll get the same answer every time. It's completely up to you which formula you wish to use. Dan, that was brilliant. High five and a big round of applause for Dan, please, guys. So let's do some more examples on the board now. So let's see who can go next. Pat, come and join me at the front of class. Pat's going to join to work out the perimeter of the next square. So let's see, we'll have a square here. Now this one, slightly bigger. We'll go with 7 centimeters and 7 centimeters. So Pat can go 7 plus 7. 7 centimeters plus 7 centimeters equals 14. Brilliant. But what does Pat need to do next? Times 2. 14 centimeters times 2. Perfect. 14 centimeters times 2 equals 28 centimeters. So Pat, you've got your answer. Well done. Can you write your answer inside the square? What's our answer, guys? 28 centimeters. So Pat's done it using method 1. Let me do it using method 2. 7 centimeters times 4 equals same. 7, 14, 21, 28. Because all the sides of a square are the same, we can use the length of 1 and times it by 4. We'll always get the same answer using both methods if we do it correctly. Pat, that was brilliant. High five. Big round of applause for Pat, please, guys. So teachers, you can see the activity we're doing in our classroom now. You can do the same activity with your own students for the next 10 minutes or so. And remember to choose a different student and a different size square each time. And then have class practice speaking together. And we're going to carry on playing here. Nadia, come and join me at the front of class, please. Let's see, let's find a space for Nadia. Here we go. Nine centimeters by 9 centimeters. So Nadia, can you use one of the methods to work out the perimeter of the square? 9 plus 9. Well done, guys. What do we need to do with 18? 18 times 2. 18 times 2 equals, you see, guys? Perfect. You know how to do it every time. 36 centimeters. So Nadia can write the answer in the rectangle. Can you write inside for me? 36 centimeters. Always remembering what unit we're using. We'll use centimeters to keep it simple. So, okay, Nadia has perfectly worked out the answer. 9 plus 9 equals 18. 18 times 2 equals 36. Or we could have gone 9 centimeters times 4 equals 36 centimeters. Using method 1 or method 2, we'll always get the same answer. Nadia, that was brilliant. High five. Big round of applause for Nadia, please, guys. Okay, let's do one more before we have to do our own worksheets. And Net can come and join me. So let's see, we've got a space here for Net's square. Okay, net squares, lengths, the length of each side, 10 centimeters. So net, 10 plus 10. 10 plus 10 equals 20. 10 plus 10 equals 20. And then, when we have 20, what do we need to do? 20 times 2. Ten times 10 equals 20 centimetres. Well done, net. 20 times 2 equals 40 centimetres. 40 centimetres. Always remember your unit. Excellent, net. So you can write your answer inside the rectangle in big digits. 40 centimetres. Brilliant. 10 plus 10 equals 20. 20 times 2, 40. Or we could have gone 10 centimetres times 4 equals 40 centimetres. Both methods will get us the same answer. Net, that was brilliant. High five. Big round of applause for Net, please, guys. And now it's time for our worksheet activity, which, similar to the previous lesson, we want our students to work out the perimeter of squares. So remembering that the squares will have sides of the same length. So using either of the formulas we've learned, length plus width times 2, or length times 4, our students can work out the perimeter of each square and write their answers in the spaces provided. But what's the first thing to do, guys? Write your names on top first. And give our students around 12 minutes for this activity and just help them with everything they need. So Bang Bun, this one's for you. Thank you. You're welcome. Palau, here's yours. Thank you. You're welcome. Down for you. You're welcome. Chu for you. You're welcome. Nadia, here's yours. You're welcome. Pat for you. You're welcome. You're welcome. And you're welcome, Net. So names on top first, guys, and then it's totally up to you. You can use method 1, like we do with rectangles, length plus width times 2, or if you're feeling confident, just use the length of one side and multiply by 4. You will get the same answer both times.
11 inches.
Yes, so 11 plus 11 is 22. 22 times 2 is 44. Or 11 times 4 is 44. IN is inches. Yes. We use centimetres all the time because we're just working on the measurements. Inches is IN. Foot, FT. Yards, YD. And if you need any help, guys, let me know. Be careful. 11 plus 11 equals 22. 22 times 2. Not 42. 22 times 2.
44.
Perfect. Well done. 44. Or we could do 11 times 4.
9, 6.
No, sorry, because they're both, so we got 9 centimetres and 9 centimetres. So 9 times 4, or 9 plus 9 times 2.
9 times 4.
Perfect, Plow. We can do times 4 with the squares because one of the characteristics of a square, every side has to be the same length. If you need, yep. 15 mm. So mm, millimeters. millimeters, even smaller than centimeters. Okay, perfect. Don't forget 40 for meters. Write your units too, guys. Squares are easier, I think. 40 meters, perfect. Yep, 10 times 4 is 40, or 10 plus 10, 20 times 2 equals 40. Excellent. Brilliant, guys. Welcome back to class. We hope your students enjoyed the worksheet activity where they had to demonstrate their understanding of the perimeter of squares by calculating using either of the two methods, length plus width times 2 works, or length times 4 will give us the same answer every time. And my students did a brilliant job, so very well done, guys. And that's all we've got time for today. So we hope you've enjoyed the lesson and found it interesting and now know how to calculate the perimeter of squares too. And we'll see you again soon for the next lesson. So can we turn to wave and say goodbye, guys? Goodbye. Bye-bye. See you again soon.